UCT is the #1 university in South Africa, the #1 university in Africa. We're in the top 100 globally. We are research intensive as a university. That's a strategy. We have about 29,000 students. Our intake on an annual basis is probably about 4,000 to 5,000 students as first years. Permanent and temp staff, about 8,000. We can touch 8,000 in a year, but permanent staff probably about 5,000. So temp would account for the tutors, etc. So SAP is our ERP. We've been using SAP for the last 20 odd years. And we've been doing budgeting through SAP, SAP being the base ERP, but utilizing Excel extensively. Lots of paper in the system, very much long-winded. Data analytics was sort of almost non-existent, or if I say non-existent, very difficult to be nimble. And I found the systems very archaic. Data analytics, speed, taking paper out of the system, taking less reliance on Excel, getting our finance managers to be a lot more strategic. But data analytics for me was probably a big driver. The responses we got from your team was highly professional, and we were fairly confident that could transcend into the project team as well, which is definitely the case. In terms of the deliverables, what was possible with your tool ticked all the boxes in terms of what we were looking for. And there was the overriding differentiator of you guys being South African based and highly professional and astute in terms of what you could deliver. So I must be very honest with you. I think the implementation exceeded my expectations. I find your team extremely responsive, highly professional, very knowledgeable, and I really am not just saying this. It came out in running the project. Your team know your tool extremely well, but the response and the professionalism in how they dealt with the project, their knowledge of project management has just been beyond my expectations. We rolled out the beginning of July. Finance manager, we run the Evolve system at UCT. And finance managers and also the directors for management, reporting and budgeting, they've been involved in the system. I've only but received positive feedback. I've received some feedback from deans and executive directors in terms of how responsive requests were from the budgeting tool, and I've only heard but positives. I've not heard any negatives as yet. But I got involved in trying to understand where we're at with the budget right now, because we're going into the executive review within the next 10 days. And so I needed to understand what the numbers were and the rationale behind the numbers. And just sitting with the team, asking some basic questions, they were able to give me some quick responses and drill down into the system, which was not the case before. A simple question would have meant collating a few Excel spreadsheets. Even though the data was there, it was time consuming to collate all the data and then give us some basic data analytics.